GC Unboxing is back, and as per usual, we are giving you not only the opportunity to marvel at some amazing bike tech, but then also actually try and win what is inside this box. I know, what's not to like? So, what have I got for you this week? Well, the clue is certainly in the box. Rotor Twin Power. Oh my word, look at those. Check it out, the Rotor Twin Power Powermeter crankset, as used by Team Dimension Data for Quebecer and the Cervelo Bigler Pro teams. And also me, actually. I use this, just quite a bit slower. Yeah. Now, we do say here on GCN that without doubt, the best investment that you can make to your training is buying a power meter. That ultimately is going to be what makes you the fastest cyclist that you can be. So the fact that you may be able to win this power meter is a cracking opportunity. As always, I will tell you how you can enter this competition at the end of this video. But for now, we're just going to look at this close up. There are loads of different ways and places to measure power on a bike. There's your hub, there are your chainring spider, your cranks, your crank axle, your bottom bracket, and in fact, your pedals as well. And this Rotor Twin Power actually combines two, the crank axle and the crank, and that combines to give a quite frankly mind-boggling array of data. Should you want it, it will just give you accurate power measurements if you don't. Now, how does it give you those accurate power measurements? Well, there are 8 strain gauges on this crankset. Now that is quite a lot in the world of bicycle power meters. 4 of them live here inside the crank axle, and they measure the force coming off your left leg. And then the other 4 are here on your right hand crank. And funnily enough, that measures the power coming off your right leg. And the fact that it measures these 2 legs independently is really important for actually giving a total and accurate power measurement. Now, we will get on to what other things it measures in a little bit, but for now, I want to talk about aluminium. Because in a world dominated by carbon, aluminium is still a more than valid choice, and somehow it manages to feel at times even more exclusive. These ones are machined out of 7055 aluminium in Spain, just outside of Madrid. And all of that CNC machining manages, so I'm told, to get them in at a rather competitive weight. Should we see? ...644 grams. Now, to put it in some kind of context, Shimano Dura-Ace cranks weigh, I'm told, 636 grams. So that is pretty darn impressive for a power meter. They're made with 110mm bolt circle diameter, which means that they fit both compact and also standard chainrings. And interestingly, the way these measure power means that they will also give you accurate power measurement using non-round chainrings, which is just as well because Rotor have long been advocates. In fact, they make these as well, their Q rings. I'm sure you're wondering by now where the battery is. Well, since you asked, it too is located inside the crank axle, along with those 4 strain gauges. It's rechargeable and it lasts, so I'm told, 300 hours of riding. And you get access to the charging port just under that little dust cap there. It also has a charger unlike any that I've ever seen before. Let's see if I can find it for you. Look at that. What even is that? Well, apart from being a charger for your Rotor Twin Power power meter. Right then, what about all that other data I was talking about? Well, in addition to those 8 strain gauges, there is also an accelerometer in here that will tell the crank speed of rotation. And that is the missing part of our equation to turn force into power. And this accelerometer will actually allow the crankset to measure power 500 times per second. And then Rotor can use all of that detail to actually break down loads of other data using their own software. So it will tell you your torque effectiveness, which is basically the ratio of positive torque on the downstroke to negative torque on your upstroke. And then it will tell you whereabouts on your pedal stroke you are putting out the maximum amount of power. And then it will actually tell you what the ratio between your average power and your maximum power is per stroke. So giving you an idea of your pedaling smoothness. And then they can put all of that data together and actually tell you which position that you should put their Q rings in. Now, more on Q rings in a little minute, because I need to tell you that actually Rotor are in the final stages of developing an app. It's currently in beta, and that will allow you to see all of this data in real time on your phone using the crank's ability to transmit via Bluetooth as well as the usual AMP+. Back to the Q rings then. A brand new Powermeter is obviously amazing, but Rotor are going further and actually giving away a set of their Q rings as well. If you've not used non-round rings before, then this would be a cracking opportunity to do so. And even if you have, you've got to admit, they look absolutely brilliant with their cranks. Look at that. Now, the idea behind non-round rings is that they effectively increase the size of your gear at the points of the pedal stroke where you're exerting the maximum amount of force. And then they also reduces the size of the gear at those points of the pedal stroke where you're exerting less force. And the aim of all of that is to therefore try to make you more efficient on the bike. I'm sure by now you are dying to know about that competition. So I'm going to tell you. In the description beneath this video, there is a link. Click on that and you'll be sent straight through to the competition. There you go. It is as simple as that. And I tell you what, I really hope you win. I genuinely do, because a Powermeter absolutely revolutionized my training when I first bought one, and I hope it can do the same for you. Make sure that you subscribe to GCN as well. That could potentially revolutionize your training, and it is completely free. So if you don't win this, it's kind of a consolation prize. To do that, just click on the globe. And then if you want to see a little bit more information about training with power, well, you can click just down there and you get through to a video. Or for another chance, a cheeky little shortcut, in fact, to get through to that competition app, click just down there.